What's going on, guys? Luke here. Today I'm going to be reacting to the 2022 NBA All-Star teams. So obviously the reserves were just announced tonight at 7, and so I thought I would just react to every single player that got chosen and also list a couple snubs that should have got it, in my opinion. But with all that being said, let's get right into the video. So first off, for the East pool, Kevin Durant as the captain. I think he's very deserving, putting up 29 points, six assists, and 7 rebounds. Obviously very deserving, playing at an MVP level, and he's been playing like that ever since he recovered from his pretty scary injury back in 2019. So he's playing at a phenomenal level. Giannis Antetokounmpo. If Kevin Durant didn't exist, I think Giannis would run away with another MVP. So he's had another phenomenal season. DeMar DeRozan really shining this season on the Chicago Bulls, putting up 26 points per game. Have another phenomenal year by him. Joel Embiid putting up 29 points and 11 rebounds. Another amazing year by him. And then finally, Trae Young. I've always been a huge fan of Trae's game. 28 points, 9 assists. Just another stud year for him. And I think that despite all of the people, Trae versus Luka, was it really worth it for the Hawks? Trae's really proving his worth this season, and I think he's done a phenomenal job on the Hawks. And then for the West Pool starters, LeBron James and captain. It's kind of hard not to put him at captain. This guy's just an absolute rock star every year, even at his old age. 29 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds. Great year by him. Steph Curry, 26 points per game. He's been a bit shaky. Like, sometimes he's obviously the best player in the league, and then other times he's just been really, really, really cold. And so he's been really inconsistent, which is rare for a guy like Steph Curry, and we haven't really seen much of that throughout his career, so that surprised me, but I think he's still well deserving of an all-star starting spot. Nikola Jokic, another phenomenal year by him. I don't think he'll get an MVP, a back-to-back like he was hoping, but still another great year by him. 26 points, 14 rebounds, so it's not impossible, and I think he's well deserving of this spot. Ja Morant, I'm a huge fan of Ja's game, putting up 26 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Outstanding year for him, and I know that the Zion, similar to the Trae Young versus Luka, I know the Zion versus Ja Morant pick was like, oh, which one's better? I think Ja's proving his worth, and he's done a phenomenal job this year. And then finally, Andrew Wiggins. I definitely don't think he deserves this spot. I think the power of the Golden State fans, and we saw this a couple of years ago when they almost got Zaza Pachulia into the All-Star game. So I think that it's more of the power of Golden State, and Wiggins is having a phenomenal year, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's deserving of that spot. But then if we go over to the reserves, which were just announced tonight for the East pool, Jimmy Butler, phenomenal season. Darius Garland, really, really doing a good job on the Cavs. James Harden, it's like I said a couple months ago, it doesn't feel right to have an All-Star game without James Harden. Zach Levine, still managing to average 25 points alongside people that are averaging more points than him, like DeMar DeRozan on his team. So he's still putting up just as good, if not better, numbers, even though he's playing more of a Robin role versus the Batman role that he used to play for years on the Bulls before this year. Chris Middleton, another phenomenal year by him. I think he's deserving of it. Tatum, I can't believe he was even a wild card. He's been playing at a phenomenal level. I know that the Celtics have been somewhat underperforming, but yeah, I think Tatum certainly deserves a spot. And then finally, the undrafted GOAT, Fred VanVleet. I'm so happy to see this guy in the All-Star game. Did he deserve it? It's a bit shaky, but this year that he's put up has just been phenomenal, and I think that just from the story that he's had from being undrafted to now being an all-star, it's really, really inspirational. It's really cool. And then for the West, Devin Booker, the first guard, phenomenal year by him. 25 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Great year by him, and just can't really say much that he could improve on. He's just another young guard developing, and he's already shown that he is the future for the Phoenix Suns, so great job by him. Luka Doncic, 25 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds, and this is considered, which he said, this is his down year. He's not playing at a fantastic level. Like I said, Trae Young's probably been outperforming him, but he's still just playing at such a good level, and I feel like this, like if he was putting up these stats in a year that wasn't 2022, when basically 10 other guys in the league are putting up the exact same stats, I think he would be a top 5 player in the league. So it's really been tough this year with how good all the stars are doing. Rudy Gobert, just a machine on rebounds. 15 he put up, almost more than his points. Just a beast. I think he's well deserving. Draymond Green, once again, power of Golden State Warriors fans, putting up 8 points per game and 7 rebounds. I guess it's a bit consistent, but I don't know if he deserved it. Donovan Mitchell, I think this guy probably could have been a starter. He's just put up a phenomenal season, 26 points a game. He's really rebounded well from previous years. Chris Paul, taking a pretty big hit on the points per game, but still getting those assists and still getting those rebounds and still proving his leadership and really helping the Phoenix Suns just continue to dominate. So he's well deserving. And then Karl Anthony Towns, I think he started to really fall off between the Jokic and Embiid. It used to be them three combined, and I think that he's slowly started to fall off the pace, but by no means is he a slouch. 24 points and 9 rebounds, so once again, another phenomenal year from him. And they also announced that the West Pool coach is going to be Monty Williams, and so he's just, once again, Monty Williams, he's done a phenomenal job. Last year, I think he was deserving to be the coach of the year. Just the way he's been able to lead the Phoenix Suns, and I know having an all-star team like the Phoenix Suns do, it's not that hard to coach a team as good as them, but I still have to give him credit where credit is due. So Monty Williams certainly deserves it. And then next up, I'm going to talk about some snubs that I think probably could have made it over some different guys. So first off, Dejante Murray has put up a phenomenal season, averaging 20 points and 9 assists and 9 rebounds. Just a phenomenal year by him out of a team like the San Antonio Spurs, where people don't usually get the light shine on them like they should. Like that was observed with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar was kind of falling away and not really being recognized, and then as soon as he comes to the Bulls, boom, he's a superstar. Dejante Murray, just excellent stats, and I think that the way the stats he's been able to put up in such an irrelevant team and the lack of credit he deserves, it just really sucks to not see him on this team, and I think he's deserving of it. From Canada, Shea Gilges Alexander, another phenomenal year, 23 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Just a really, really strong year from Shea. Once again, he doesn't get as much credit as he should because not many people watch the OKC Thunder, but just another great year by him, and I think that he maybe could have made it over guys like Draymond Green, potentially. I know the West is super, super stacked, but I don't know, you can maybe have a point of sneaking him in there. Jarrett Allen has had a great bounce back year, 16 points, 11 rebounds. I've been really impressed with how he's been playing, so I think he maybe deserved to get in over a guy. It's tough. Over a guy maybe like Chris Middleton, sadly over a guy like Fred VanVleet maybe. It's a bit of an awkward one to put centers on, but I think he maybe deserved it. And also LaMelo Ball, 20 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Just a great year by him, and I think that he also could have been a guy that deserved a bit more recognition. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this reaction. I think that overall, they didn't do a too bad job with choosing this list. Of course, the power of Golden State allowed Wiggins and Draymond Green to be in the positions they are, but overall, other than that, I couldn't really change too much about it. So overall, I think I'm pretty happy with this list, and yeah, tell me what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see you all later. Bye.